Hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. This is going to be the mid-January 2023 reading for the zodiac sign of Cancer. As always, my readings are very intuitive, so I'll provide you with any intuitive messages that I receive as well as the meaning of tarot cards. I do, however, recommend you check out your sun, moon, and rising just to get a full picture of everything that's going on for you this month. And if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. When you subscribe, that helps me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. But let's go ahead and jump in and get started. Today I'm going to use some older decks, so if you've been subscribed for a long time, you'll see some similarities there, as well as a brand new deck. Somebody sent me a deck as a thank you, so thank you so much for that. But let's go ahead and get into it. In column number 1, we're going to take a look at what's wrapping up and coming to a close, so last few weeks or a month. Column number 2, we're going to take a general look at what's happening for the remainder of the month. We're also going to do a money column, a love column, and the 5th and final column, we're going to do a message from our future self or spirit guides. We'll also do 3 yes or no questions, a crystal of the month, and a healing note for you. But again, column number 1, what's wrapping up and coming to a close. We have the card, I will protect. I feel like there was something that happened, Cancer, in these last few weeks or month that you felt like you needed to defend. You felt like you needed to protect. But let's go and take a look and see what messages we have here. See what we're working with. Okay, the first card that we have is the Knight of Coins or the Knight of Pentacles. This is a card of being very reliable, being very patient, being very hardworking. I'm a big fan of the Knight of Coins or the Knight of Pentacles because when I see this card, I know that whatever you're working towards, you're getting ready to reap the benefits of. So although you might have had to defend yourself or protect yourself, it seems like it was worthwhile. Again, we're reaping the benefits of it. The next card that we have is the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups has a lot of different meanings, but this can be a card of feeling unfulfilled, like a lack of fulfillment. This can also be a card, though, surprise gifts and getting something unexpected. So I'm hoping for all of you, you got the surprise gift route, but potentially there's something that's not feeling as good as it should. We're not feeling fulfilled in the moment here, Cancer. And at the bottom here, we have the Hangman. The Hangman is a very stagnant card. It's pretty literal. You see this person hanging there by their foot. Just mean things aren't moving. So maybe you're feeling a little stuck, and definitely that's what's leading to that lack of fulfillment. This can also be a card of needing to gain more information, needing whatever piece of information to move forward. So if you are feeling stuck, if you're feeling unfulfilled, don't lose hope though, because it seems like we are heading in the right direction. Again, we'll be reaping the benefits with the Knight of Coins. Let's go ahead though and take a look and see what messages, what clarifiers we have. First up, we have the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is a card of keeping and maintaining boundaries. This is also a card though of persistence. So take this as that reminder to keep pushing forward, keep working forward here, Cancer. The next card that we have is the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords is a card of victory, award, recognition, good news, success. That can also be like going through a necessary transition. So you see everybody's heads hanging low, but you're heading in a forward positive direction. Again, you're heading to that success that we want to see. So although you're not feeling it right now, you could be feeling kind of unfulfilled or unhappy with the current situation. We're kind of chugging along in the right direction. We're heading towards that success that we want. And at the bottom here, we have the Six of Pentacles. This is a very generous card. It's a card of giving or receiving help. What I'm getting is like you're going to get the piece of information or the leg up or the step up or the help that you need to get where you want to go. So don't feel too stagnant. Somebody's going to come untie your foot and help you down. So maybe not ideal, maybe not the best feeling right now. You're kind of in that defensive, protective mode. But again, we're heading in the right direction here, Cancer, which I like to see. Okay, now let's take a look at our next column, which is anything related to the remainder of the month. So what you can expect for the rest of January. We have the card, I Will Guide. This is interesting. People are looking to you to take the step forward. People are looking for you to take the next step. Another card, or another meaning with this card too, this is very maternal. I know it's probably hard to see, or paternal, potentially maternal or paternal. There's like a baby floating on the leaf, and this person up here is holding the lantern. So this could be a connection with your kid, or like teaching a lesson, or providing guidance with your kid, or setting an example. But again, looking for you to take the next step, to guide forward, to lead forward, or potentially again connection with a child here. But let's go ahead and take a look and see what messages we have coming through. Making a mess with my cards over here. Okay, first up we have the Emperor. The Emperor is a very long-term card. What I'm hearing is the lesson we learned today sticks with us forever. I know that's not like a normal quote or a normal saying, but take it for what it's worth. So it's like what we learned today is going to carry us forward. The Emperor is very forward thinking. It's very strategic. It's very long term. It's all about looking forward. So it's about taking what we have today and being able to move forward with it with the Emperor. This is also a card of leadership, and you have a card that says, I will guide. You have the Emperor saying leadership. So definitely you are guiding, you are leading someone or something this month. Could be yourself, it could be somebody else. But whatever it is, make sure we're future focused here. The next card that we have is the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is a card of wanting to withdraw, retreat, move on. But it's interesting because they're moving from something that's pretty good onto something that's better. So this is that advancement. This is moving forward into the future. I always like to tell people it's like the grass is greener on the other side. We're leveling up, we're moving forward, we're advancing with the Eight of Cups. At the bottom here we have the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands is a card of being tired, being stressed, being exhausted. Definitely you are tired. You're kind of worn out. It could just be like a busy few weeks for you too. But again, it's like whatever you do now is guiding the future. So especially if there's someone looking to you, like if they see you're exhausted or they see you kind of like break down or fade out in this situation, it can be a really kind of pivotal moment. So be aware that we are tired, be aware that we're stressed, be aware that we're exhausted. But it's again how we respond in that moment, regardless of all the factors around us. The Ten of Wands can also just like indicate being busy too, which can lead to us to be stressed, exhausted. Also make sure you're taking care of yourself so you don't get stressed and exhausted. So let us take a look here and see what we got for clarifiers. The first card that we have is the Ace of Wands. Anytime we have an Ace card, it's a card of newness. In the case of Ace of Wands, this is new project, new inspiration, new urge to create. Again, you're leading forward on something. You're guiding somebody here. We're guiding into something new, a new opportunity, a new purpose, a new project. Just something new. Again, I don't know exactly what it is, but definitely leaning forward and guiding forward. The next card that we have is the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is very reliable, very patient. And this is you. We talked about this earlier about being persistent and continuing to push forward on this journey, continuing to guide forward on this journey. One thing I love about the Knight of Pentacles, though, is when I see this card, I know that you're going to reap the benefits of your hard work. So these efforts and this guidance will be paid off. So hang in there and continue to work towards that Eight of Cups advancement. At the bottom here, we have the Wheel of Fortune. If you've watched my videos before, you know the Wheel of Fortune is one of my favorite cards in the entire deck. It's a card of good luck, a card of turning point. Means we're moving forward. One thing that I like to see, so with this Ten of Wands, perhaps you've just been feeling stressed or exhausted in general and we can't kind of shake that feeling. I do love the Wheel of Fortune because again, that's that turning point. So if you kind of have this continuing, ongoing kind of burden or stress or exhaustion, this is a good indicator that that's fading away for you. But remember what I was saying though, it's like your actions in this moment are going to be really critical. So just be aware of that though too. It's like this is the turning point, and how you respond to whatever this scenario is going to be really important. Okay, now let's take a look at our next column, which is anything related to money. We're going to start with a money message here for you first. It says, the spirit of money is within you. You are money. You are never without. In this column, we're going to talk about anything related to money, job, career, finances, businesses you run, investments you have, whatever you associate with money here, Cancer. Woohoo! All right. So first up, we have the Strength card. The Strength card is a card of self-love, unconditional love, self-respect. And of course, the lion on this card is very much so a card of strength and courage. So I feel like you need to so bravely push forward onto something. Go after something that's not even in your comfort zone. I'm hearing courage to move forward. The next card that we have is the Fool card. The Fool card is the first card in the Major Arcana. It's a card of new beginnings, fresh hope, taking chances, going on a new path, a new adventure. Something new is coming and you have to be the lion where you very boldly and very bravely go after whatever this new opportunity or new beginning is with the Fool card. The next card that we have is the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups, for those of you who have not watched my readings before, the Ten of Cups is my favorite card in the entire deck. I'll tell you that every single time. But the Ten of Cups is a card of family. It's a card of contentment. It's a card of total love and support. It's seriously the card of everything amazing, and that's why I love the Ten of Cups. You'll hear me give this kind of little short lecture too. So when I was younger, I used to think contentment really wasn't that big of a deal. And then I realized how hard it is to be content. And that's why I love the Ten of Cups, because it's actually something that's really special and really meaningful, Cancer. So this new opportunity is going to lead to genuine happiness, genuine contentment. It's what you wanted. Again, the Ten of Cups is everything wonderful, everything amazing. So I like to see whatever this new opportunity is, this new beginning is. The first clarifier we have for this column is the Death card. I always like to point out the Death card doesn't mean death, but it is an indicator of new beginnings. It's saying it's time to move on. It's time to end something. It's time to transform. So definitely something new coming, something new that we should be pursuing here, Cancer. The next card that we have is the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is very patient, but is an indicator of new job, new job, raise, promotion, some sort of money news. Some really nice new cards paired together, specifically, of course, around new money, given our money column. And at the bottom here, we have the Ace of Cups. Anytime we have an Ace card, it's a card of newness. With the case of Ace of Cups, this is typically new baby, relationship, proposal, marriage, but focus heavy on the relationship. So perhaps a new relationship coming forward in terms of money or career, or also a new proposal. So some sort of new opportunity, which that seems pretty clear. And of course, indicating success and happiness with that Ten of Cups on the bottom. Okay, really nice looking money situation. Now let's take a look at love. So think family, friends, children, relationship, marriage, whatever you associate with love, Cancer. But similar to money, let's pull kind of a little love note here first. It says, close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in. Okay, so again, in this column, anything family, friends, children, marriage, relationships, whatever you think of when you think of love. Okay, first up we have the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups is a card of having a lot going on. I think we already established that the next few weeks will probably be pretty busy for you. Lots of choices, lots of options, just lots happening. One thing to keep in mind though is this can be kind of non-committal energy, so just be aware. You may be hesitant to commit to something that maybe you should be committing to. If you're not in a relationship, you could be hesitant to commit to a relationship. It's not a good or a bad thing, but it's just again, there's non-committal energy when we see the Seven of Cups, so I like to call it out so you can be aware of it. The next card that we have is the Tower card. The Tower card, very generally put, is a card of unwanted changes. I always like to say we planned for A, B, C, and D, E, F happened. So there's kind of something unexpected, something coming up that we didn't anticipate. Perhaps like that's part of the busyness or part of the kind of the chaos. The nice thing with the Tower card, it is like kind of a course correction card. So we may not love it. We don't love it in the second because it's not what we planned. We don't love it in the moment. But it's like it puts you on the right path. It takes you where you need to go. Perhaps also like you're not committed, so the Tower is going to commit you for you. That's kind of what I'm hearing. It's like, okay, well, you didn't make the move, so the Tower is going to make the move for you. And then at the bottom here, we have the Six of Coins or the Six of Pentacles. This is a card of giving or receiving help. It's very generous. I feel like someone is going to be reaching out to you, supporting you on something, helping you with something this month. I would definitely think family or friend, just given the nature of this, but it's like you'll call a friend for help or you'll call a family member for help, but immediately you'll be getting that support that you need. Let's go ahead and clarify though and see what other messages I can give you here. First up, we have the Knight of Swords. If you take a look at this card, both the horse and rider are moving so quickly on this sword. Or on this card, Cancer. So definitely, again, lots of moving parts. Things are super, super busy this month. Just fast-paced in general. This can indicate, though, a change, though. But again, I think the Tower is going to really be making that change for us. It's like we didn't commit, but then it just kind of happens. On top of the Tower card, we have the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is a card of luxury, self-sufficiency, financial gain. I feel like you could have some alone time this month. Maybe you planned on doing like a weekend trip with somebody and you end up going alone. Something I think you maybe thought you were going to do with somebody else you end up doing alone. This is also very much so a money card, but when I see the money card in the love column, this is oftentimes like your boyfriend, girlfriend, spouse, roommate, money surrounding you. So new money coming in, but again, it's money kind of on the edges, not necessarily directly to you. And at the bottom here, we have the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is a card of teamwork. So again, you'll be reaching out for help, or somebody will be reaching out offering help. But there's a lot of camaraderie and a lot of teamwork. And again, that support and willingness is right there for you, Cancer, whenever you need it. So I like to see that. This is also a card of expansion. So for those of you hoping to grow your family, this could be a really good indicator for you. This can also be a card of travel. So perhaps some travel with loved ones this month as well. But let's take a look now at our fifth and final column, which is a message from our future self or spirit guide, something to carry into the end of the month. We have the card, I Am Royalty. I love this card so much. Such a good reminder of your worth, your value, and you are royalty, Cancer. So don't forget your worth. Make sure you're taking good care of yourself. I like to tell people sometimes you're the trophy, very similar to being the royalty. But let's go ahead and read through these cards and see what we're working with. First, we have the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is very active, very creative. It's something new coming in, which I'm not surprised to see that because we did have a lot of new. This is also like you in motion. It's kind of like Energizer Bunny having to do many different things at once. Not surprised to see that because we did talk quite a bit about busyness, but it seems like there's something new coming up here for you. The next card that we have is the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is a card of friendship, celebration, circle of support. I love the celebration that comes along with this card. Likely some sort of completion or celebration happening. But again, really nice family, friend, support systems circle this month. Well supported in both cards there. And at the bottom here, we have the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is a card of teamwork. It's interesting. This is all about support. Support. Whatever you need, make sure you ask because it's definitely there for you. Again, can be a card of travel as well. So definitely some of you doing some traveling in January, perhaps maybe February too. Let's clarify though and see what else we're working with. At the top, we have the Ace of Swords. Anytime we have an ace card, it's a card of newness. With the Ace of Swords, this is about having a new idea. This is about having, this is gaining clarity, gaining information. And it's on top of that Page of Wands. So definitely something new brewing. But whatever it is, you're super well supported on it. So any help or questions or support you could possibly need, it's there. The next card that we have is the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is a card of being supported, so I'm just going to keep saying supported to you because that's the message here in this last column here, Cancer. And last but not least, we have the Devil card. The Devil card is a card of greed, envy, materialism. Don't get too caught up on thinking about any one thing. I feel like some of you are possibly, if you are traveling, worried about the travel, or worried, again, that you're not going to get the support, but that's silly because you heard me say multiple times it's really well supported here. But there is some angst or some worry or some like overthinking about travel. Just kind of let things play out. There's no real bumps in the road or anything to be concerned about that I can see here for you, Cancer. Okay, and this time I'm going to give you the opportunity to ask 3 yes or no questions. We're going to use our Gypsy Witch fortune telling deck. If you don't have 3 questions in mind, you can pause the video and think of them really quick. But question number 1 is the King of Hearts. This is number 24 card. That's going to be a yes. Question number 2 is the Jack of Spades. This is number 52 card. That's going to be a yes. And question number 3 is going to be the Three of Hearts. This is the number 1 card. That's going to be a yes. So yeses across the board there for you, Cancer. If you watched our video earlier this month, we did pull a crystal from our Healing Stones deck. Your crystal this month is citrine, which is good for a new lease on life, self-worth, helps with joy in life, helps you follow new paths. Citrine is also a good money crystal, so I always tell people like put a little piece of citrine in your wallet, or like have a little stack of money at home that you put a citrine on top. It's like PB&J, they're best friends, citrine and money. They go very nicely together. And last but not least, we're going to pull a card from our Healing Notes deck. It says, the best things in life are free, and it's important to never lose sight of that. So look around you. Wherever you see friendship, loyalty, laughter, and love, there's your treasure. Thank you so much, Cancer, for tuning in, watching, and listening. Please do like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how this video resonates with you. I did include my Venmo in the comments box if you'd like to make a donation. But thank you so much, Cancer, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your January.